Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, Monday through Thursday. Now, when it's during the week, I will use my Radley Valentine decks. Oh, and remember, this is just the introduction. I will post the timestamp of when the individual readings begin, but this is the introduction that will be seen on all of the readings to introduce it. Anyway, I am using my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull one from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel card and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the introduction, I will be using my Waite Rider Tarot cards and my, yes, still looking, Colette Baron Reed cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I am a Reiki master, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, and whatever higher power God wants to say comes out. Okay? Okay. Now, we will just go through some of the things. Again, I should put my glasses. It helps for me to see. But remember, we were talking about the full moon. The full moon, it is in Scorpio, and we are in Taurus season. Now, this I think is interesting. I kind of mentioned it the last reading, but it's a full moon, and it is a blood moon because it's a lunar eclipse. If I say solar, I mean lunar eclipse. And so, that's where it's basically, the earth and the sun, the earth is here, sun here, and the moon is here. So the earth is blocking the sun totally. So it is a lunar eclipse. It is a total lunar eclipse. It is a blood moon because the ionization or ions around it make it look red. It will be, I think it's 16 minutes after midnight Eastern Standard Time. Again, Taurus season, Scorpio. Our next full total lunar eclipse, though, will be November 11th, earlier in the morning. I'd say about 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the morning, and that will be in Scorpio season, but that will be a Taurus full moon, and it will be a blood moon. So there's something really very balanced there, because these are the opposites, and yet they're very balanced energies. Now, the thing that I think is really kind of interesting too, not quite sure where we're going with any of it, is that the lunar nodes, the north node is in Taurus right now, and it just went into this a couple of months back. It will be here for 18 months, and the southern node is in Scorpio. So we've got a lot. There's something here with this Taurus and Scorpio energy. I really think we need to pay attention to it. I do say, again, this is one of those times to really get out there. I'm never one to say I'm not a moon worshiper, but I do look at the moon as a creation of the divine. So I do, and I know that it does have strong effect on us down here. So this is really one of those times to release, relinquish, request. Release what what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. There's something going on. This is just too unusual that we would have these three events, the nodes, and then the two blood eclipse, moon eclipse. Anyway, so that's going to be, like I already said, 16 minutes or so after midnight Eastern Standard Time. So then we go into, let's see, May 18th. We will have Mars, which is in Pisces, 25 degrees Pisces, conjunct with Neptune, 25 degrees Pisces. So with Mars, Pisces, very dreamy, very hopeful, very wishing. Neptune, very deep, very dark, mysterious. Mars, though, just does push out. So these will be conjunct, which actually will be a good energy with this. It will actually make each of the energies that much stronger. Now, so there's something something we need to, be with that. It might make us a little more aware. I think it might make us more aware. Anyway, the 19th, though, we have Taurus trine the Sun, 28 degrees, Taurus trining with Pluto, 28 degrees Capricorn. So Taurus is very grounded energy. It's very much getting to work energy. Pluto, remember, is that the planet of destruction and rebirth. Remember, there's always that rebirth. These are trining, so that in itself will not be a bad energy. It actually will be working together. And we will be coming to Gemini season around the 21st of May. Anyway, let's see. So that's kind of, what I wanted to talk about with that. But I just think it's odd. I think it's an odd thing. Now, I will be posting my memes. I will be, I search the internet. Whenever it's like things grab onto me and it's like, no, there's something going on here. So I usually do find things to maybe support my view. I don't know. But this I thought was interesting, and hopefully I saved it. They were talking about, whatever this means, they were talking about that because of this blood moon going on now, that this was going to clear, it was going to complete and clear and to finish a lot of things, a lot of energies, a lot of stuff that started in 2004. And I'm like, well, okay, so that's about 18 years ago. So there's a completion cycle with this. I would say probably we're going to go and see this also in November. So between now to November, we might be wrapping up a lot of stuff that's been maybe positive, but I would say probably maybe negative energies. So let's see. Okay, one card falling out. Remember, if they fall out, they want to be seen. Court cards, again, have dual energies. So we'll talk about that if a court card comes up. Let's see what else we might have. Hold on a second. Numbers have meanings. This has if they're reversed, I say it has a little bit stronger energy. And of course, the pentacles, air, rods, wands, and cups all, do relate, astrologically also. So let's see what we've got. Let's go ahead. Higher power. What's going on in the universe? What do we need to know with the universe? What do you want with this? I'm getting kind of an unveiling energy. Things are kind of lifting. I should just try not to interpret too much, but I felt the word unveiling happening. So we could be, the veils are lifting. Let's see what we've got here. Anyway, first card here. Okay, now, interesting because we have rods and wands, rods or wands. This is fire energy. This is our Aries. Remember, Jupiter is in Aries right now. Really pushing forward, making dreams happen, going to work and doing what needs to be done. Okay, so it's Aries, it's Leo, and it's also Sagittarius. All of these are fire energies. There is, it's very consuming, it's very burning, it's very committed energy. So we have a seven of rods, 7 of wands, 7 to me, divine number, divine energy, divine umbrella. And when I say divine umbrella, it's no matter what does happen, we're covered. We're covered, and whatever the outcome will be, even if it's hard on us, it will actually be for the betterment of us. So this is a one that just basically says, it's kind of like the 9 of rods, but we haven't been beaten down like the 9. But this is, again, defending yourself. This is, again, standing firm, not giving up. And, I kind of think, it looks like person has a little bit of ground. Maybe it's elevated. These people are definitely on a lower level than him. And I really think that it's something, and he's also in a higher ground. And, whenever I'm reading cards, they all say something a little bit different. But it does feel like this person that's holding his ground, he's on a higher level. He's on a higher ground. And, it does feel like he's, like the people that are on the lower ground, the lower vibrations maybe, are trying to just keep after him. I do believe that people that watch, that we are star seeds, we are light workers, we are energy workers, so I'm kind of feeling like, even though the universe, higher power is saying, even if you feel that you are, these lower energies just keep pounding at you, stand firm. You're taking the higher ground. I've never really seen that with this card before, but stand firm. You're on the higher ground. you're doing what you need, what you're supposed to be doing. Now we have this one reversed. We have a 4. Now 4 is stability. 4 has leadership, organization, energy. So it's a very strong energy. Now we also have, remember I think the last time we had the Emperor energy, that's also a 4. So this does have a very strong, you stand your ground, you're taking the higher ground, or you've taken the higher ground. You are on higher ground. There is these people in the lower ground, the lower vibrations, but you are on the higher ground. You own the higher ground. You have the higher ground. You might have to defend it, but this is yours, okay? And there's a celebratory energy with the 4 of Wands, rods. It just basically is this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing. There's a marriage of some sort or something that kind of appears like a marriage, a joining together, a celebration type, but it basically is, for the week, the energies are very struggle, but you've taken the higher ground. You own the higher ground. This is, again, celebration. This is, very positive. Be committed. Know that you're taking the higher ground. Okay, anyway, let's go on. And now we come to, and we are in Mercury retrograde. And if you've been following me, Mercury retrograde to me is a time when things are put to right, or the universal higher power energies are trying to put things to right. Part of why I say trying is because a lot of times we get in the way, okay? And higher power is a respecter of persons, and if we say no, we say no. So this is where events happen that are trying to be put right, okay? And this is the Empress. I talked about the Emperor 2 seconds ago. This is a 3. Now, 3's also extremely powerful. All the numbers have power to it. 3's are the power of 3, the power that we can do in 3. Say something, do something, be with 2 other people. It really makes it that much stronger. Now, it's also celebration energy. It's also very creative energy. Now, the Empress is just a lovely energy. And I always, when I see her in Mercury retrograde, I feel karma is trying to right itself. I look at her as the divine feminine energy of higher power. And, there's always, a little bit, she's interesting because she's so creative that she does need a little bit of that organization. She does need a little bit, she doesn't really, but there's just so much that she brings, okay? And, she's pregnant, she is waiting, she is birthing, things are happening. And again, we've taken the higher ground, celebration, energy, wonderful energies with that. Okay, so that's going to be extremely, I want to see what this is all about. While I love these, this does have a little bit of a, this is one of those energies you don't want to back down from. It doesn't necessarily mean that, it doesn't mean that everything just goes right into it. In fact, I feel like many of the light workers are defending this next step, defending and making way so that the Empress can come and clear up some stuff. Anyway, let's see what we have here, what we've got going. And Mercury retrograde, I'm always telling you never to buy electronics, and it was very funny because card has fallen. I don't know. Okay. Oh, interesting with that one. Reversed. Okay, so a lot of times it's basically never buy electronics, and Mercury goes retrograde on the 11th, so that would have been Wednesday. My phone just dies, can't charge, nothing. So yesterday I'm like, okay, I try to, I go in to get my service. They talked me into buying a phone. I'm like, it's Mercury retrograde. We don't want a phone. But I had to get a phone, and then my phone charged. So just interesting stuff. I know. That's TMI. Anyway, so what we have here now, so now what we have here is again reversed. This is the Page of Air. So like I said, court cards have dual energies. Like pages have, the underlying energy is Earth. So that would be your Taurus, your Virgo, your Capricorn energy. So that's very work-oriented, home-oriented, tangible energy-oriented. It's doing what you need to do, make your money energy. Now, Knights underlying would be your fire energy that we've talked about. Queen's underlying energy would be your water energy, your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. And then King's underlying energy would be your air. And that would be your Aquarius, your Gemini, your Libra energy, your thought processes, a lot of your communications, also hearing news, okay? Making plans, be, very strategic type of energy here too. So we have the page of air. So the page is, like I said, underlying has that earth energy. So it could have that Taurus type of energy, getting things done. The page is also very, very enthusiastic and wants to just jump right in. Now, the air energy, again, like I said, is that Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So we have Saturn in Aquarius, and remember, that one's going to be around for what, another 10 months. 10 months, it's going to be a year. And so that is about illusions versus the truth. So that could be very interesting in itself. Gemini, we do have Mercury in Gemini, and it is retrograde, so it's still, so there's going to be some things going on with that, but we'll leave that alone for now. This is about, again, communication. Geminis love to talk. Geminis love to bring new information. Very smart. Geminis are extremely smart. And then we have our Libra. So the page of air is somebody that, kind of brings some a little bit of difficulties, kind of says, maybe this could be in your work front, maybe this could be in your home life, but it's more in that tangible. So it just I kind of get this reconciling between what's going on, what you're seeing, what you're thinking with what you need to do. But remember, the page is enthusiastic. So the page says, whatever this is, we really will get through this. Now, when we say get through this, there's not going to be without some challenges. It's not necessarily challenge free, but it just persevere. Let's just move on. Let's just keep going. Okay. Enough is enough. Like I said, interesting times, Scorpio, Taurus. We will see what we will see. Anyway, I will start I will put the number in the description, but for the moment, why don't we start our readings now? Hello to my Cancers. How are you? I hope this is a full moon. It is a blood moon. It is a lunar eclipse. It's big. It's big, my Cancers. Get out there and do your magic. Do your stuff. Okay, how higher power, what are you trying to say? I'm really getting shine bright, shine, take the energy, work with the energy, really do your stuff, my Cancers. I'm getting very much higher power. So, higher power, what do the cards want to say? Do your stuff. Keep doing your stuff, my Cancers. These are moments you're made for. Here we go. Let's go on. You are the moon babies. Put you in there. Okay, let's see what we have here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards came out. All of them are reversed. Let's see what we have. First card is King of Raphael. Oh, there's so much emotion with the King of Raphael. King of Raphael, okay, underlying energy is our air energy. So there is very much, strategy, thinking things through, very linear type of thinking. And then we come to Raphael, that water energy. So this is that, this is your energy, Scorpio, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's fluid, emotional. This king has gone through so much emotions. And that's the thing about this. And I'm just feeling this is, so it could be a very emotional cleansing, getting rid of crummy, not just for the weekend, but for this week. It's just so cleansing. There's a lot of validating energy with this too. So normally, it's just very much coming out. It's oozing out, not even oozing out. It's flooding out the energies with this, the emotional release. So trying to get back. The King of Raphael has gone through the highs and lows of life, has been to the despairs, the pits of hell, and to the heavenly realms, and knows the ups and downs, and now has to come together, live between the realms and the physical energies here. The King of Raphael knows what it's like to lose, knows what it's like to win. So there's, knows what it's like to be bored, knows what it's like to not, just to be dissatisfied. The King of Raphael has that. He knows, he's done it, he's experienced all these emotions. But remember, we do have that King of Air energy that's underneath that. So there's a lot of wisdom still happening. There's a lot of knowledge. Now, with Raphael and the air, the water and the air energy, it creates something that much bigger and that much more forceful. This is a force to contend with this week, okay? Now, is this you? It could be you. It could be somebody that's around you, but this is a force to contend with, but this is a positive force for you. This is the force that does good for you. The King of Raphael is also telling you, you've got one life, my Cancers. Live large, live big. Be the best that you can be. And that would go back to that beginning too, wouldn't it? So anyway, the King of Raphael is warm, generous, honorable, and refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Next card, reversed. Peace. This has been popping up. I will tell you. It's been popping up in the earth signs. I believe this was in the air signs. I know that it was at least twice. So I think that one earth, one air, and now in water energy. We have the 10 transition. We have the 1, new beginnings, 10 transition. 0 is God's source energy. 3 is, very creative but very powerful energy too. Go back to the introduction on this. This is peace with Archangel Azrael. This is in the, this is the death card. So there is something dies for something to begin. Something totally ends. It's like over in order for something to be birthed. Okay? And remember, in the introduction, we did have that Empress there too. So something is being born. Something really big is happening with this. And again, the King of Raphael is there to remind you, there's no promises in life. We can only do the best we can. Again, live large, my Cancers. Anyway, Archangel Azrael, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Interesting too. Whoa. Yeah, you've been coming up a lot. Okay, next card, reversed again. 2 of Michael. 2 of Michael. Interesting with this. 2s are crossroads, choices, coming together. The Michael is, again, that air energy we talked about. This is about making some decisions in your life, making some choices in your life. This is saying things, in fact, it will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. Part of it could be in how you actually let go of something. And remember, releasing the past is a great thing to do around this full moon energy. And you can do it, you can start now. I'm doing this on the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, even the 19th. It's always good. And then we're in the waning moon. So anyway, it's always good to be releasing and cleansing and things. But you have to make a choice to actually, I feel like the choice is you living your life again and not necessarily living it with fear. Not, kind of just saying, again, when I keep getting this thing with the King of Raphael is live large. And, my Cancers, there definitely a lot of energy out there, a lot of information talking about reincarnation. But for you, my Cancers, for me, this is the only Debbie I will be. Whatever I am in prior or next, this is the only, I am in this reality at this time. So again, I think the decision is to just start to I don't know, is it enjoy your life? Is to go after your dreams? Is it to just, again, I get this feeling of living large. I feel like you've been, and large to you, my Cancers, isn't so much what it might be to other signs, say like Aries or Leo. I think you just, you love home, you love family, and maybe it's just enjoy what you have too. Okay, not quite sure, but I think that this is going to be one of those very metamorphous type of weeks for you. But it's good. You're coming out of your cocoon, you're coming out of your shell, whatever you want to call this. Okay, let's see. Guardian angels, can you help me? Can you clarify some of this? Oh, well, we have some cards that have fallen. Hold on a second. Oh, one card only. Now, interesting with this, I've talked about the King of Air. This is the King of Air. It is reversed. This, oh, I'm sorry. No. Oh, my gosh. This is the King of Raphael. This is the King of Water. So there's a lot of validation. There is a lot of confirmation with this, and I've been talking about him. So here we go. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You are surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous, humanitarian, and often refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to those characteristics within yourself. Oh my goodness. Don't know why I thought that said air, but I did. Anyway, I thought it said guardian of thought, actually. So let's see. Let's see what crystal or energy we have for you. So this is starting to trust yourself, starting to depend on yourself again, saying goodbye to abused Cancer, saying hello to large Cancer, live large Cancer. I don't know. Tell me. Comment, okay? Oh, and like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, do all that stuff. Anyway, let's see what crystal or energy we have for my Cancers, okay? Let's see. What Cancers? What? Here we go. Orange Calcite. Yeah, this is, okay. Boosting self-esteem. We talked about that. Expressing sexuality. There could be something in that too. Psychological healing. Again, an energetic living. Saying goodbye to the abused Cancer and hello to living large. Anyway, my Cancers, I love this. I love this energy because it's really a very, that peace card. Oh, and once you do that, my Cancers, once it's gone, it's gone. Anyway, my Cancers, take a moment again to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Cancers, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.